Okay, question 9 for this first bit. Jack bought a new boat for £12,500. The value, V, of Jack's boat at the end of n years is given by this formula. At the end of how many years was the value of Jack's boat first less than 50% of the value of the boat when it was new? Okay, well first of all, 50% of the value when it was new. It tells you that Jack bought a new boat for £12,500. So what's 50% of that? Well, we simply half it and you've got 6,250. So we're looking for after how many years does the value of his boat go below this? Okay, so we're going to keep concentrating on that. Now if I try some numbers, let's say I want to know what the value was after 3 years. Let's just try 3 and see what happens. So 12,500 times by 0.85 to the power of 3. Okay, so after 3 years we've gone down to 7676.56. Alright, it's not gone below 50% yet. It's not quite got as low as 6,250. So, what about if we see after another year? So we'll do the same thing, but this time we'll times it by 0.85 to the power of 4. Well, we're getting there. This time it's very close to being 50% of the original value, but it's still slightly more than that. If we round it, it's still not quite low enough, so let's see what the value of the boat is after 5 years. And because I've marked so many of these, I know that this is the one where it's going to go below. After 5 years, it comes out as 5546.32 if I round it. Okay, this is less than 50% of its original value. It's finally gone below this amount. So it says at the end of how many years. It's not a question where you have to explain something at the end or give a written answer, so I can just say that the answer is after 5 years, because it's when we replace n with 5. Okay. If we have a look at part B, a savings account pays interest at a rate of R% per year. Jack invests £5,500 in the account for 1 year. Okay, so it's only happening for 1 year, so it's not really a compound interest question as such. At the end of the year, Jack pays tax on the interest at a rate of 40%. After paying tax, he gets £79.20. Okay, so whatever the interest is after tax is £79.20. That will be the interest before tax and then reduced by 40%. So after tax it goes down to this. So the interest before tax, if you want to reduce something by 40%, if he's paying 40% tax, he's losing 40% of it. If you want to reduce something by 40%, think of it as your value start off with is 100%. If I reduce it by 40%, I want 60% of my original value. So whatever my interest was before tax, I've times that by 0.6 to take 40% off it, and it's ended up as £79.20. That's what my interest ended up being after I lost 40% of it. If I rearrange this slightly, I can say that my interest before tax, let's divide both sides by 0.6. And let's get the calculator out. So the interest before tax, £79.20 divided by 0.6, is what we've got on the page there, gives me 132. Okay, that means the interest that he's got is £132. Alright, now that is R% interest. So we basically want to know what percentage of 550 is 132. Okay, now I did this a different way before. I'm just thinking an easier method. Right, I'll tell you what, I think an easier way, because the way I was going to show it I think is a bit more complicated. If you want to know what percentage 132 is of 550, let's first of all see what it is as a fraction of 550. So as a fraction it would look like that. Now if you type that into your calculator, 132 divided by 5500, that gives you the decimal that's equivalent to that, which is 0.024. But if you times that by 100, that will change it from a decimal into a percentage. So I'm going to times that by 100, which will turn it into a percentage. Put that in my calculator, and it gives me 12 over 5, or 2.4. So 132 is 2.4% of 5500. Because there's kind of two stages to that. It's not, you know, it is a bit of a thinker. It's not the easiest one, but try and follow it through. Try your best to fill it in with red pen, and obviously the aim is for you not just to copy it out, but try and get your head around how it works.